Hey everybody, this is Zipblock back again. A friend of mine, Deadpoolzilla just posted a video about Franken Castle, and everybody's been talking about it. And you know what? I'm gonna post a video response too. I feel the same way about this whole Franken Castle thing. I mean, Frank has come across. He's fought Wolverine before, and I mentioned this in Mount Vernon kids when he was talking about the same thing, that Frank Castle has fought Wolverine and he's beat him. He's blown his balls off. I'm not gonna go into particularly which comics because I don't exactly remember, but I do know that he's fought Wolverine. He's beat him. I particularly remember when he fought him. I think it was like in an alley area, and Wolverine said something to Frank, and Frank Castle just blew his balls off. I think he blew his face off too, and then he just walked away. He said, "I see you later. I see you later, Logan," and something like that. Because Logan has healing powers. But Dakin, Dakin's just he's just a wild beast. He's untamable. He's, in a way, he's kind of a loser. I prefer Wolverine. I prefer X-23 over him. But yeah, the way whoever did that was just really stupid. The Marvel Universe has been a complete mess since Joe Quesada and Brian Michael Bendis took over everything. It's just been like, all these events and stuff like that. It's like I'm kind of sick of this stuff. A lot of these stories, they should have just been what if. Like Civil War, that should have been a what if. World War Hulk, what if? What if that's what it should have been, not in continuity, because now this whole thing is just really stupid. I'm more of a fan, like you said, Deadpool. I'm more of a fan of Punisher Max anyway. I love Punisher Max. Garth Ennis is a genius, man. Punisher was already badass, but he turned a character like Frank and made him even more badass. He put him more in a more realistic version of the Punisher, which Punisher Warzone, the movie, was actually more based off Garth Ennis's run rather than based off the Marvel, the regular Marvel Punisher. But yeah, I love Max. I think Garth has stopped writing it and someone else took over it, but forgive me for not remembering his name right now, but he's also one of my favorite writers, and he's doing a good job of Punisher Max. I love what they're doing with it, and the villains they introduced were just awesome. I'm loving the way they're doing with the villains in Punisher Max, but Franken Castle is dead to me. Doesn't exist. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm not gonna pick it up. Heck, I'm not even gonna read it. I wouldn't even read it for free. It's like, no thanks. It's just the thing I like about those here. Yeah, Frank is just, he had no powers and he can hang with the best. I love characters like that, man. And that's one thing I'll always give Frank. He can hang with the best, and he has no powers. He's not rich like Batman. Batman's rich. He's got all these gadgets and whatnot. But Frank is, he's on his own. He gets his weapons by beating the crap out of other mobster hitmen and stuff like that, and he takes their weapons as his own. And he also, whenever he goes up against the mob, he steals the mob's money to get more ammunition and stuff like that. And I always thought that was cool what they did in Punisher Max. Just great. If you haven't read Punisher Max, please read that. I suggest you read that. Franken Castle, ignore it. Don't bother with it. Don't support this. Hopefully this becomes like a what if story, and they just completely ignore what happened in that bullshit Dakin versus Punisher fight, which was just complete bull crap. Punisher would beat Dakin. He'd embarrass him. He just walk all over him. He walk all over him and just say, you know, dude, I fought your dad and I beat him too. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. I feel the same. I feel your pain, Zilla. And you know what? I'm just gonna ignore it. It doesn't exist to me. So that's all I'm gonna say about this Franken Castle thing. You guys take it easy. I'm gone.